Okay, in previous session, we discussed about the down payment, right? So we discussed about the down payment and what is the behavior of the down payment, right? So today, just I'm going to explain the same thing in a layman language. Okay. So you tell me what you understand about the down payment.
The
What you
advance
think?
payment which we do before any service or goods.
Yes, yes. So if I explain you again in a layman language, for example, if I want to purchase any flat, okay, if I want to purchase any flat for my business, or if I want to purchase any flat for myself. Okay. So for example, the flat cost is 1 CR. Okay. So when I'm going to purchase anything property, the vendor, the respect to the builder or the respect to the builder, we can call it as a vendor, right? So they will ask you the advance amount, which means, for example, they will ask you the 10 lakhs amount as a advance, right? So these 10 lakhs, we can call it as a down payment, right? If you talk in the layman language also, in our regular terminology also, these 10 lakhs, we can call it as a down payment, right? When we are going to purchase any property, before we purchasing, we have to give any security amount, like advance amount, okay? That we can call it as a down payment, okay? So, as we discussed earlier, before we making the down payment, as I mentioned, first, the builder or any vendor, they will request, right? They will request and they will ask the this down payment amount, whether it is a 10 lakhs. Okay. So you people are all are from accounting background, right? What is the entry for the payment to vendor? Vendor account data to bank, right? Because the amount is going from the bank account and when we are making the payment to vendor. That is the reason payment to vendor account data to bank, right? When we're making the payment to the vendor, right? Hello? Okay. So you tell me what is an entry for any amount requested from the vendor. There is no entry, right? Just try to frame it from your side if you able to frame it. Hello, you are able to understand my point.
Yes, sir.
For example, we have received one stock or material so and so from the vendor. At that time, what we will do inventory or any goods account data to vendor account, right? So when we are making the payment to the vendor, vendor account data to bank account. So as per the our accounting principles of golden rules of accounting, personal account, nominal account, real account. So with the help of these three, we can make these things, right? But try to understand down payment request. Request is nothing but it is the only request. No financial transaction is going. It is no cash transaction is going, and also not credit transaction is going. Right?
Right.
Got my point, right? So down payment request is nothing but no. Okay, I will make it more clear. So what I mentioned, down payment request is nothing but vendor requested to pay the advance amount, but there is no financial transaction is going. Right? We are just making this as a which means the note which we received from the vendor, which is a note. Okay. So that is the reason down payment request, we can call it as a noted item. Got it? Previous session also I explained the same. In previous session, I mentioned that it is not following the accounting principles. Just like every debit, you should have the credit, right? For every. So in the same way, you can understand that no business transaction is going on. No cash transaction or credit transaction is not going here. Okay. Only the request which we receive from the vendor, which is just like a note. So we are informing that note in the system. Okay. Next, post down payment. Okay. Post down payment is nothing but we are making the payment. Okay, we have received a request from the vendor to make the 10 lakh. Okay, and we make the payment to the vendor. Got it?
Hmm.
So post down payment is nothing but we are telling the system respective we made the respective payment to the so and so vendor accordingly. So we can call it this post down payment. Okay, let me note down. Post down payment is a special GL account. Okay, so try to understand. Post down payment. Earlier I mentioned, I mean, down payment request is a noted item. It is only the debit or credit balances. It is only the request. Okay. After that, once we make a payment, we will inform the system like we made the 10 lakhs to the so and so vendor, right? So we can call it this transaction as a special GL transaction. Why we are calling it as a special GL transaction? We can check this later. 1 minute. Sorry. So we are going to discuss about why the special GL was created, right? Okay. So down payment request, the system will tell you the number of F. Sorry, alphabet is F. Okay. Post down payment is A. Okay. Now you tell me. Okay. Now one by one we can do. Then we can understand. Okay. If I go to this report. Okay. This is the report FBL 1, right? So in this report, it will tell you the vendor line item display, which means if I select, this is my selection criteria, which means here I need to give the vendor name, account number, company code, and open items, cleared items, all items. And these are all the normal, special, noted items, right? Right?
Right.
Okay. So here I will give my company vendor account number, my company code. Okay. Here open items and cleared items and all items. You tell me what is the difference between open item, cleared item, and all items.
Open items are the uh, which has not balanced out yet. Cleared items means we have nullified the amount and it is balanced to zero. And all items are both open and cleared items.
So, for example, once we receive an invoice from the vendor, we need to make the payment to the vendor. So once we make the payment, then it will move to the clear, right? For example,
Mm.
I need to make a payment 1,000 rupees. Okay. So I received an invoice from the vendor for 1,000. Okay. So once I enter this invoice from FB60 transaction, so try to understand. So if I enter from FB60, okay, So it will open, right? It will automatically, it will become as a open item, right? Hello.
Yes, right.
So open item. So once we make the payment from F110 or any manual payment, when manual payment means you will go to this someone AP site, someone will go to the bank website and internet banking site. They will make the payment from this. Okay. So if I go for the APP program, if I do the payment, I make this $1,000 payment. Now it will go to the cleared items, right? So how we can know? Because this vendor account number we have assigned one recon account, right? If you are able to remember to consolidate all the data, we have assigned the recon account, right? 3,000. The number is 3,000. For all the vendors, we have maintained one account that is a recon account. So try to understand recon account itself is a open item management related account. Okay. So try to open. For example, if I open FS00 for you, FS00. Okay. What is my company code? Accounts payable in okay 3,000. Okay. So here I have a tick mark like account management in company code. This is the open item management. Okay. So
Mm.
this is the functionality. Okay. If I activate this functionality, then my system will able to understand this GL should work like a open item management or not. Right? Got it?
Got it.
So, but for my 3,000, I did not activate it. Right?
Mm.
Because, but still it is working because the only reason behind it, I did not activate it here, but I mentioned my recon account type as vendors. Okay. So when I informing SAP, I mean to my system like this is the recon account. This 3,000 is my reconciliation account, which means system automatically understand that all the reconciliation accounts are automatically open item management accounts. Okay, got it?
Got it.
So
So, Sai, will it
yes,
throw
yes.
if we don't activate recon account but open item management?
Sorry, I did not get you.
So if we take open item management but we
Will
do
not
not
allow. Actually, if
mention
you
recon
want to,
account.
if yeah, yeah, no. Actually, some GLs, as you mentioned. So as of now, we are discussing about the AP side, right? Okay.
Hmm.
So AP side from the invoice and the payment. So there is a concepts like you have mentioned, like earlier you mentioned, like open item. Once the balance or knock off, then it will move to the cleared, right? You mentioned the theoretical explanation, but you don't know the what is the exact requirement behind it, right? So there is a concept of accruals and deferral. Okay, from the GL side also we have that much of topics related. So at that moment, for the GLs, we need to activate this open item management. Okay, okay. Those GLs are different. Those GLs are, for example, I need to pay the salaries to my employees. Okay. So for this month, I will move it as accounts payable. Then after salaries payable account. Then next month I will move to the payment account, expenses account. So those type of, I mean, I need to explain that content. Then only you will understand. But as of now, from AP side, I'm talking about AP side. What do you mean by open? When we need, when we are going to make a payment to the vendor, that will come under open item only, right? From AP side,
Hmm.
right? So when we are already paid to that vendor, then it will move to the cleared item. Simple, right? So the system has the functionality. Okay, so you cannot put it to the both together. For example, if I try, let me check. Okay, this is a recon account for vendor, right? So if I open item management. here I'm telling the system this is a recon account. So system will automatically identify that recon account means it should activate the open item management. Okay. But here again I'm telling that open item management. You take what is the error I'm getting? Open item management is not defined by reconciliation accounts. Got it?
Okay.
Both functionality same, but you need to understand the differences. Okay. Okay. So you understood, right? So the recon account is 3000 and this recon account 3000 is has the open item management, which means it will tell you how much of the amount is open. I mean, for example, if we receive 1000 rupees, okay, 1000 rupees invoice we enter from FB60. Okay, so once we make a payment from F110, then it will move to cleared item. Now you clear, right? Now this functionality is activated, this open item or clear activated, and that is the reason when I open any documents, if I open FB60 or anything, I can use this report. Okay, open, cleared, all items, right? So when I want to check the status, I can check the normal items. Okay, these are the normal transactions. Got it? Okay.
Got it.
So here I mentioned the down payment request. Down payment request is nothing but no financial transaction is going, right? So this is just like a word, just like a statement which we received from the vendor, right? Got it? So just like a statement. So if you're a finance background, Nikita, you're from finance background, right?
So,
No, 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 don't, not her. Okay. So have you seen balance sheet, I mean, real-time balance sheet anywhere? P&L sheet, profit and loss statement or balance sheet.
so,
Okay. So after complete the balance sheets, you can find this like statement like noted items or additional information. Have you seen any?
yes,
Got it right? Able to recall, right? Noted items, additional information. So it is saying that
yes,
after complete your balance sheet, we are giving some additional information, right? Which is not
yes,
finalized. Yes, got it. Yeah. So in the same way, noted items also same. It is not a financial transaction. It is just like a oral commitment. Got it, Shambhavi?
yes.
Okay.
Okay.
So normally, what will happen? We cannot track all everything, right? For example, oral statements also we are unable to remember. But that is the reason we are just tracking everything on the system.
Hmm.
Got it? So the down payment request, we can call it as a F, which means noted item. Okay. So just I will create the down payment. Okay. So, okay. No, before I telling this, post down payment. Okay. If I make a payment from the directly or if I make a payment manually or F110, I made a payment of 10 lakhs, right?
Correct.
Right? Right. So as I mentioned, these 10 lakhs also should follow this. I mean, when I created a down payment request, this is not a financial transaction, but this should also follow somewhat open item management, right? I mean, it is also should follow open item or cleared item. Once I created the down payment request, this 10 lakh should be open, right? Once I make a payment, the 10 lakh should be closed, right? Try to understand. Yes? Yes or no?
Hmm. Yes.
So try to understand. So when I create a down payment, so same way, if I create a down payment request, this 10 lakh should be open. Okay. As a under noted, that is the reason. That is the reason we have this many types. Got it? So
Okay.
it is not coming under the normal items. It is coming under the Noted items, open item. Okay. So when you clear that special payment, so it's still open. It is still opening as the only special GL. Okay, it will come into the special GL only. Okay, because the thing is the 10 lakhs was cleared, but main final invoice was not yet received, right? So that is the reason we have, yeah, once we can do, then we will let you know. So as I mentioned, for this special GL, instead of this reconciliation account, we created another account, right? What was the GL account we created? 30 3020 we created. Same. Just I took this 3000 and just I copy and just I change the description only. Okay. So I change the recon account for 2020. This is the only special GL. Okay. Special GL. To put the same naming convention. Okay. So that you will remember. So move to the okay. So in this setting, this is the configuration screen. Okay. This is the SAP consultant screen. Okay. Which you can go from the SPRO, IMJ reference. Okay. So in this screen, we have a GL indicators, special GL. Okay. As of now, just from discuss the special GL. What is the special GL? In the report, we can find the special GL transactions. Okay. So what are the special GL transactions we can find? A, down payment, right? Down payment, company code. So this is my recon account, all the vendor recon account 3000, and I'm telling the system that this is my special GL. Okay, so I'm telling the system if I received any, I make any down payments. Okay, so it will store into the special GL first. Once the complete transaction completed, then it will move to the recon accounts. Okay, because system should identify, right? Okay, this is the down payment and down payment request F. Okay, in F we mentioned that this is my recon account 3000 vendor recon account, and this is my special GL 3020. So with the help of this, I just maintained only these two, my recon account GL and my special GL. Okay, so that what will happen? System will identify the linkage, which means the assignment between these two. Okay, so with the help of this, what will happen? We can discuss. Okay. So let me post this down payment request F dash 47. Okay. So just try to understand if one vendor approached me and they mentioned that to understand, I'm creating the down payment. That is the reason A for K vendor. Okay. So try to understand. Okay. Target new item. This is not a actual JV, I mean general entry. It is only the request. Okay. So 10 lakhs. Instead of 10 lakhs, I'm entering 10. Okay. So this is the request vendor which we received from the vendor, right? So if you're able to understand what are the details I entered, only vendor number, company code, amount, or the payment method, right? Hello.
Yes.
So here I'm entered the payment method is C. Okay. So you can save. Earlier, if you remember, we did the manual payment, which means we assume that we open some net banking, for example, HDFC. Net banking. Don't worry, in AP side also, the end users normally they will have the access to log in from the company side. They will do the login. I mean, not this bank, the respective banks. Okay, they have this one login mechanism. So with the help of they will log in and they will make the payments accordingly. Okay. So in earlier what we discussed, they will open this credentials and they will enter the vendor bank account number and how you normally use your net banking, right? In the same way, they will make the payment. Okay. In previous class we discussed like that. Okay. Now what are the document I posted? 5003. Okay. Let me open that report, FBL1N report. You tell me where can I check this document? Normal item or where?
Noted items.
Noted item. Yes. Yes. Noted item, right? So if you're able to observe,
Yes.
the special GL indicator is what is saying F, right?
Yes. Yes.
Yes. It is saying F, right?
Down payment request.
Yes. So if you're able to recall, I entered the A only, but system automatically it will change to F. That is the reason I mentioned. Special GL indicator means this is with the help of the symbol you can easily identify. When you open any report, with the symbol you can identify. Okay. With the symbol you can identify it is the noted item because special GL indicator F, which means it is the noted item. Got it? Okay. So
Okay.
after couple of minutes, the vendor has requested. So after 1 or 2 days, we have our AP process. So they will do the payments. Okay. So how they will do the payment? F110, right? You tell me how F110 will run?
Parameters.
Parameters, but which configuration helpful to run this F110? BZP, right?
Sorry. Yeah. FBZ.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So F110 will run with the help of the FBZP configuration, right? That much is clear, right? Yes. Okay. So in F110 to run this F110, we need to give the parameters. Okay. Hang on. 1 minute. Yeah. Oh, okay. My company code is TAM. Parameters is nothing but we are giving the system. These are all the end user activities. Okay. So you can understand how you can define that whether it is an end user activity or whether it's a consultant activity. Okay, the T codes which you are able the path which you are able to use in easy access screen, it is a end user easy sorry, uh, IMG access screen will the consultants. Okay, so easy access screen could be the end users. Okay, and also another rule is when you save anything, if it creates the TR transport request, it is a consultant's job. Okay, proposal has been entered.
Hmm.
Okay, this is the proposal. What is this document? 10 lakhs. As per our understanding, I entered as a 10 lakhs. Okay. So this is my down payment, right? Just now I entered this document. This is my document, right? That is the reason I entered the document number also. Okay, somewhere I forgot. Okay, this is my document number, right? Just now we created 5003. This is the one, right? 10 lakhs advance. Yes.
Yes.
So it was picked when an AP end user they are running this F1110 program, automatically it pick, right? So now I'm going back, I'm making the payment. Payment was created. Now again go back to FBL1 end. Now just select a noted item. No, it was gone,
Special jail.
right? Yes, exactly. Because earlier it was a down payment request, right? Now it was down payment. Now down payment will come under as a special GL transaction, right?
Mm.
So special GL transaction also it will come ending as a open item. Got it? Why it is coming as an open item? I will tell you. Because if it will completely move to the clear item. Okay. So that is the reason they have in SAP we have functionality to segregated the normal GL transactions and special GL transactions, which means this 10 lakhs, for example, in a layman language, I will tell you. Okay. So I want to purchase one flat, right? So I already make a down payment of 10 lakhs, right?
Mm.
So in future, if I pay the remaining 90 lakhs and I take that take that flat, there is a meaning for my 10 lakhs, right? So if I pay the 10 lakhs and if I ignore that, there is a no use, right? Hello, hello.
Yeah, right.
So for example, vendor requested 10 lakhs hmm, advance. Vendor requested 10 lakhs. Okay, we paid 10 lakhs. So we cannot say like both are done, right? But
Right.
we need to get something from the vendor, right? It's still open because we need to get the invoice from the vendor and also we need to make the final settlement to the vendor. Got it? So once the final settlement done, then only it will move to the exact recon accounts. Okay, now I will go to this. Okay, this is the I will go back special GL. Now we check this. Earlier it was F down payment request noted item, right? Now it was moved to A. What do you mean by A? Down payment, right?
No problem.
The same thing I mentioned here, right? Down payment request F down payment F A. Okay, but earlier few days back, what I did, I mentioned like I made a payment from net banking. So I informed to the system like in F-48, I tell the system I made a payment from bank website. But now what I did, I entered the down payment request first from F-47. Later that when my AP team runs this F110 automatic payment program, automatically it pick the open item. It is always with it is a noted item, but still it is an open item, right? So it is all automatically pick that open item. Okay. So once it picked that open item, it was converted from noted item to you tell me to convert a noted item to special GL,
Mm.
right? Okay,
Fine.
that is the reason I mentioned. So noted item to GL means earlier the same transaction it was F, right? Later it was converted to A. Got it?
Got it.
Okay. So now just write FB60. Just just I'm entering the document. 1808 we can have to test it. Example 100 crores. Okay. So 100. The invoice value is 100 lakhs already paid. Okay. So here in FB60 is nothing but as I mentioned, AP department also there are several peoples. Okay, several departments sometimes or several people. Okay, the AP invoice processing will be handled by different people, and AP master data team will be handled by another people, or any down payment related these things will be handled by some other people, or payments will be handled by some other people. Right? Okay, got it? Hello.
Got it.
So, okay. So after I make the payment of that, what do you mean by this 10 lakhs? I received this 1 crore invoice from that respective vendor. Okay. So the AP end user, what they will do from they will FB60 transaction, they will enter this invoice, right? So at the time of
Right.
invoice entering, they are getting this. It is just an information. They're selling that 10 INR down payment on current assets exist. Okay, they will ignore it because their job has to enter the invoices. Their job has to enter the invoice because of the segregation of the duties. In most of the US companies, they will follow the segregation. Only one person cannot do all the tasks. Okay, so for example, I'm a AP end user guy. I'm just my duty is to enter the invoices. So, okay, I'm just entering the invoices. I don't know whether this invoice has any down payment requested here or any down payment made or not. Okay, got it?
Got it.
In the same way, the down payment created guy, request created guy, his duty is to only create the down payment. Okay, and also the same applicable to F110. His duty is to make the payment to the only open items. He need to take the approval and he need to make the payment. Okay, now you check me 30013 was posted. Okay, now go to FBL1 and 30013. Now you tell me, I entered this FB60 document. Where can I find this open item or cleared item or all item? Under which account type? Noted, special, or normal?
Normal cleared items.
Yes. Yes. Normal open items.
Open.
Normal open items. Not yet paid, right?
Hmm.
Okay.
Yeah,
Normal
yes,
open
yes.
items is 30013. Okay. This is the debit account to credit. Debit 5,000 rent account to this account. This is our special GL previous document. Okay. The $10. We have made the payment of this $10. It was booked to vendor account. Okay, it was booked to the vendor. The amount was booked against to the vendor, but it was booked against the special GL indicator. Able to notice here, right? Special GL indicator. Okay. Now, now, what are the things I need to do? F110. The AP end user they has to make the payments, right?
Right.
Now you tell me at the time of payment, which document they has to consider. They has to make this 1 lakh, 100, 1 crore document, or they needs to ignore this 10 lakh. I mean to say that, do we need to pay them only 90 lakhs, or else we need to make a payment of 100, 1 crore to that vendor?
Okay.
90 lakhs, right?
Yes.
Now you understand, right? That is the reason we created this is a special GL concept, right? If it is already automatically cleared, then it cannot be open item. So when it is not an open item, it will not pick by the F110 program, right? So when it is a special GL, F110 can pick this item, and it will make the both differences and will make the remaining amount will be paid. Okay. Okay, just check one thing. Hmm. Let me open another screen is open or what? Okay. So, no data existed for the sending company code and verified company. Okay, let me check the or else refresh the data. proposal. Just go back the report. So, do you have any normal items? We should have one normal item, right? This is our open item 30013. So $100. Okay, company code is TAM. So everything is perfect. And I have a one special GL, which was the down payment was done. Special GL. Yeah, okay, and 110. Maybe I did not check the due date. Yes. So vendor number. Okay, let me delete this and create another one. I don't know why I'm getting stuck. And you understood that, I mean, this F110 will run with the FVZP configuration, right?
Right.
Yes, okay. So if you're able to recall, in FVZP, here we mentioned our paying company code, right? TAMA. All company codes. Okay. In all company codes also, we mentioned the what is our company code TAMA, right? So here, if we mention special GL transactions to be paid. Now you understand the concept, right? Special GL. What are the special
Right.
GL? I mentioned at that time. I mentioned just mention AFP. Okay. Now I just drill down this. A means down payment. To understand the difference, A means down payment, right? F means
Right.
down payment request, right?
Yes.
A means normal regular payments. Pay means like
Okay.
payment request, like the normal regular pay, normal items. Okay. A means down payment, and F means down payment request. That is the reason for the special GL transaction we have mentioned as AFP. Okay.
Got it.
Okay, let's look at the previous data. Dates to problem tracker 19. अच्छा 18 है ना तो मैं कुछ पास दो I need to check this document whether I entered it correctly or not. Weeks advance. Clear document. Posting noted in the past. No data access. Wait a minute, let me open the document. One and normal item. Smudgy. Clear document. What 39,500. And why it is not taking our document? Let me check FB03 so we can check the document number here. 2025. Here is the document I entered. 1382 posting date. Posting date not. This is the document which we entered, right? 3013. 3013, 1808, 1808. Posting details is here. But I don't know why my system is taking yes, 19th as today's date. Mm. Okay, just I make this. I wanted to make this document as an overview. I don't know. The date settings are different in the SAP. Maybe it is handled by the NetViewer side, not from the functional side. Okay, so this I want to open. Okay, earlier if you're able to see, it was showing as a due, right? Hello.
Yes, right.
Now it is showing as a red color overdue. There is a slightly difference between the due and overdue, which is already auto or almost crossed the more days. You can call it as a overdue, right? So now I will go. I will go back. This time F110. Delete this once again. Delete this proposal. Parameters. Okay. 18.1. Next, I will DPP 001. Okay. DPP 111. Any parameters. TAMA. Check payment. 28. 08. 2025. Selection. Okay. Give me 2 minutes. Company code TAMA do not appear in proposal 18/8/2025. This is my uh, run identification number, correct? Message number FZ003. No data access for specified payment company code TAMA and spending company code TAMA in proposal 18/8/08. Let me open the document first. Don't worry, it won't take much more time. XK02. This is our vendor, right? Vendor payment method is C, house bank. Okay, perfect. So the level is already maintained, so no need to maintain here. If we make this payment from F110, then what will happen? The system will automatically trigger this 90,000. I mean, this automatically pick these two transactions, and it will pick the 90 lakhs amount. It will make the respective payment. Okay, if manually we can pay from this network banking, at that moment we need to use this F-53 to uh, clear the document, which we need to tell the system we made the remaining 90 lakhs, and we are telling the system to perform the general entry accordingly. Okay, so I don't know why it is not coming and why it is taking the previous dates. Okay, run date today 19 19 08 2025. Okay, you understand, right? Now, this example, local currency is 10 rupees already paid, right? The invoice is 100. Now we are going to pay the vendor is 90. Got it?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. The payment run was successful. So if I click on payment, TAMA, normal items. What is this document? 30013. Clear document. DD over to. Go back. Again, one report. Hey, hello, Zika. Able to see it still it is showing as an open item only, right? So just we open this F110, and if it is not possible, we can discuss tomorrow. Or else manually also we can do, like for example, if we can posting orders are generated, but 90 TAMA, okay, payment method is 6, date is 30/08 2025. Okay, so next vendor, this is my vendor. Okay, if you're able to understand, only $10 is picking, right? But this document, the this normal item is not picking. You know why it is not picking? $100. Yeah. Okay, so the document is not picking. Let me create another document, B16. I think I made some mistake at the time of creating the document. Okay, so document date is 18/08/2025. 3014 was posted. Okay, let me try from scratch. The run date is 19/8/2025. Okay, so I will take today's date or future date. Okay, so now identification date I can take any date 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, in the parameter I mentioned we need to use the details. What is our company code? What is our payment method? And what is our next payment date? Okay, so November. Okay, now you got it right. $10 came and $100 also came. The remaining balance 90. Okay, so if I click on this $10, this is the error we are unable to make the payment. No payment possible because the line item with the debit balance still exists. Yeah, your correction. It is not taking the it is taking the debit balance, which means that for the vendor we need to pay the negative amount only, right? The credit balance, but it is saying that the debit balance. That is the reason system is not accepting to pay. Okay, so if it is not picking like this, change. If I want to block for this, I can block this down payment request and I can make the payment, but it is not correct. So just try to understand. If, for example, if I mention like the 90 lakhs I paid from the what, uh, from the net banking. So with the help of this T code also, which T code? F dash 53. If I open F dash 53, F dash 53. So in this document, 1808, 20, that is my bank account, that is my vendor account, 5,000. Social engineer. Yeah. Okay, if I process open items, this is the reason. Actually, when I enter the document, but maybe that due to this document dates mismatch or my system mismatch, the invoice, the entry is not picking. Okay, for example, if you observe in F-53 also, when I try to open, I'm able to see the only the down payment of the $10. I'm not able to see the remaining balance. And let me try once again with another date, 19, document date, 19, 2025, bank account number 1000, amount 19, account 8000, special GL, a process of items. Wait a minute. Just watch it. Baseline date 13. I'll check this and let you know. Okay. So actually, in this error means like when no payment possible because the item with the debit balances, which means that the system is telling that we cannot make this 10 lakhs payment because we already paid, right? So this is the reason it was mentioning, but I don't know why it is not capturing that invoice which was entered that $100. Why it is not capturing this one? Payment method check. Pause, pause. Okay. Okay, Nikita. Okay, Shambhavi, I will check and let you know on this. Okay.
Okay, sir.